What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of this week's Fandom of the Week Q&A session, everybody. Welcome back to another frigid episode. The reason why I say frigid is because it's freaking cold in my room and it's freaking cold outside. The temperature just keeps on dropping. I am just desperately waiting for the summer to roll on by because that means I get to go outside, go to the beach, and just enjoy myself without being sick or worrying to be sick because I thought I was going to go on ahead and catch a cold this week. That was not happening on my schedule. So welcome back, everybody. Let me know down below how your weekend went, how your week went, everybody. And of course, we are just, commencing with the Dragon Ball Super episodes. So many awesome things with the Toyotaro manga and everything else in between that. So many awesome things to come as well. The Deadpool movie is supposed to be dropping, I think, in about a couple of weeks or so. So that's something to look forward to as well. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And before I begin, as always, if you guys haven't checked out my second channel, you guys might want to go on ahead and do so at UnrealEnt Network. The link will be down in the description below, guys, in case you guys want to go on ahead and check that out. Subscribe to my second channel, guys, for all latest news, information, and updates that you guys won't find on my main channel. So many awesome, subscriber interactions, what if battles, gameplays, and playthroughs and stuff. Really awesome stuff on there. So, and for the people that don't know, you'll never really know if I'm playing with you because, I'm always playing, online all the time, different variations, different time zones and stuff. So I'm always posting stuff on that channel. So in case you guys want to go on ahead and try to see if you can find yourself on there, you guys can go on ahead and do so. Lots of Rainbow Six, lots of WWE, lots of awesome throwback games as well. So just wanted to put you guys on notice. And oh my god, is it freaking cold. I have my heater on next to me. That's how cold it is. Jesus Christ. But like I said, guys, before I begin as well, once again, a quick little notice. If you guys want to go on ahead and send me some questions, comment them down below. Any question you guys have for me that you guys want me to answer in fan mail, and I will go on ahead and answer it for you guys. So let's not waste any time, or in this case, I am just going to freeze while doing this fan mail. So let's begin with our very, very first question of the week, and of course, it is from Your Gamer. Hey Alex, just wanted to say that you're amazing and so are your videos, and I hope this makes it onto fan mail, please. Well, it has. Question number 1, what are your thoughts on the Doom movie? Question 2, are you ever going to play Doom 4 when it drops? Question 3, what is the best vampire movie you have ever seen and why? Well, thank you for the questions, Mr. Your Gamer. To answer your first question, what are my thoughts on the Doom movie? Well, I haven't seen Doom in a long ass time, but I remember when I saw the movie Doom, and that's the one with The Rock, of course. That movie started off very, very well, but then it ended off like in such a weird way. It was like the weirdest movie ever because, again, it started off like very dark, very gritty. You didn't really know what to expect and whatnot. You had The Rock, who was pretty much barking orders at his commanding team. He was telling everybody that, they needed to protect these like documents and stuff, and like all these downloads and all these research papers and stuff like that. They were sent there to retrieve files and stuff. So like it was really interesting because we didn't really know what was in the shadows and stuff, and it got really intense, during certain parts of the film, but then towards the end it just got really like just like cheesy and stuff, like the main character being injected with like chromosome 24, if I remember correctly, and stuff, and then fighting off The Rock like in a hand-to-hand combat. It was very tacky, it was very wacky. I thought the movie at the time was good, but looking back on it now, I think the movie completely sucks. So what I really hope happens is I really hope that, of course, they go on ahead and retell the story. They do an actual reboot / remake to the film, and they pretty much, tell the story the way it needed to be told through the originals and whatnot. But either way, even in today's day and age, they need to appeal to the casual fans. But my overall thoughts on the Doom movie was the fact that it was complete garbage, just because they tried to execute the whole first-person angle. I'll never forget that because I remember I was in theaters and I was watching that happen, and I remember I was so excited to see the film, but needless to say, like there were certain parts that I was just like, oh man, this is like so cheesy and stuff. But I do remember when I was a kid, I really wanted to go home and I really wanted to play Doom 3 after watching that film because, again, I remember playing Doom 3 when I was a kid, and it was a very intense game because obviously I was a kid, but the movie itself, like, it didn't captivate at all, and that leads into your second question. To answer your second question, absolutely, I am looking forward to playing the new Doom game just a lot. I am very, very anxious to play that. That is the most anticipated game for me this year, aside the whole DBZ game being dropped, like whatever game it is. Doom 4, aka just Doom, is one of the most anticipated titles for me because I remember playing Doom 3 like eons ago, and I remember that was like the one game that I truly loved because it was different in its own way, and it was just very dark and gritty, and like certain things that came about in the game were awesome. So looking at what happened in the new Doom game, like all of the new like featurettes and stuff, like all the new demons and whatnot, like the game looks very, very promising, and that's like one of the reasons why I really want to get it and play it, because it just seems like a very promising game, and it seems like it offers a lot. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to, because I want to go on ahead and play and see for myself how the atmosphere has changed, how the overall character development has changed and whatnot, like the weaponry and stuff. Like there's so many different things that happen in the new Doom game, and that's something that I'm really looking forward to seeing. So in terms of the movie, however, like I said, the movie was just complete trash. The games are good, but the movie is just complete garbage. So as for the movie standpoint, the movie sucks, and I really hope they go on ahead and make a new movie off of that, because having them do a Doom movie correctly would be very beneficial. And as for the game, hell yeah. The only thing is I'm having a hard time deciding like what to get Doom for. If I want to get Doom for the Xbox, or if I want to get it for the PS4, I have no idea. Essentially, guys, let me know in the comments below, like, what system should I get Doom for, because like I just have no idea. I have no idea what to get Doom for, because like although I am going to get it, I just don't know what I'm gonna get it for. So but needless to say, guys, should I get it for the Xbox One, or should I get it for the PlayStation 4? So just let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. And so to answer your final question, what is the best vampire movie ever? Well, honest to God, the best vampire movie I have ever seen, and I'll stand by this till this day, it was 30 Days of Night. 30 Days of Night was such an intriguing film. It was so good in its own respect, and just the overall like tension, the overall like atmosphere that it emitted was very, very good. So I always felt as if 30 Days of Night was the best vampire movie of its time, just because of, like, again, like I said, the overall atmosphere, like everything about 30 Days of Night just made that movie so good. Like it was the way the vampires, like, first of all, it was the vampire designs. Like they looked human, but they were just like so out of place, like the way their nails were, the way their teeth were, like the way they operated and stuff. Like they didn't even speak a fucking English. Like they just went in there and they were just like, they just went in there and they slaughtered everybody. So that was really, really fun. Like that was really fun to see, because I never thought like I would see something like that, because again, it was different in its own right, and nobody really expected to see a movie like that succeed in its own respect. But when it did succeed, everybody was shocked. Everybody was like, whoa, like it was just different, and when I saw that movie for the first time, I was like, yes, this is freaking amazing. So I would have to say 30 Days of Night is possibly the best zombie film like ever. Like, not a zombie film, a vampire film, because the second one sucked. I'm sorry. If anybody out there is a fan of the second one, then hey, cool for you. I respect you for that, but it's just the second one was complete garbage. Like the second one was everything that the first one should never have been, and of course, like the first one was so good that the second one was just so bad, and that's what broke my heart, because when I found out there was a second one, I was super excited, but then after I've seen it, I was just like, this is such a bad film. Like, it was just really, really bad, guys. Like, 30 Days of Night 2, whatever the title was, it was just bad. It was a very bad film, and after seeing it, I was just highly disappointed. So, but the best film for me was definitely 30 Days of Night, so. But anyways, Mr. Gamer, thank you for the questions, and I really hope that you have a very awesome and amazing day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Brandon. Sup, Alex, just wanted to know how you were doing. I'm doing good. And wanted to tell you to continue the awesome work, because you are the most consistent YouTuber on here. Thank you. It's crazy how much you upload with such little time, and on UnrealEnt Network too. Here are my questions. Please make it onto fan mail. What it has made it, my friend. Question number 1, do you think Ronda Rousey will retire this year? Question 2, do you think Dragon Ball Super will close off its series this year? Question 3, will you ever play Until Dawn? Would love to see your point of view on there. Question 4, will you be getting the new Resident Evil game when it drops this year? It's multiplayer only. Question 5, how long do you plan on continuing Rainbow Six 4? Thanks, Alex. Well, thank you, Brandon. Well, thank you for the compliment, by the way, because I do upload a lot, and people just tend not to notice because, like, I don't know, maybe they just get, sidetracked or whatever. But I do upload a lot. Like, I upload so much. Like, I am going on, and I believe, like, almost 2,700 videos I'm going on or something like that. Like, that's a lot of videos, man. Like, that is a buttload of videos. So I am just, like, going on with this. But again, it's just like, like, I do appreciate the comments. Like, that really means a lot to me. So to answer your first question, so what do I think of Ronda Rousey? Well, honestly, I think she's an amazing athlete. I think that whatever happened with Holly happened. And does Ronda deserve, being treated the way she did? Yeah. Because when you begin to have a lot of fame, when you begin to just become, the centerpiece of, like, a certain product, you tend to have an ego, you tend to be arrogant, and she was beginning to get really arrogant, man. Like, I was a fan and I still am, but here's the thing, like, she made claims talking about I can beat any female on the planet. Listen, I don't mean to burst your bubble, but there are 7.5 billion people on this planet. God knows how many women. And what you're trying to tell me is that you can easily dominate 250 million women, like, by yourself. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. So I knew at some point there was going to be, come along, a woman who's going to kick her ass. And I didn't think it was going to be Holly Holm. But when she came in there, she beat the fuck out of her. I was like, oh my God, like, that was just a slaughter. So Ronda has been in the shadows ever since. Like, she didn't want to communicate with nobody. She was just, like, on a huge downward spiral because, I mean, yeah, it's a huge disappointment to get your ass knocked out on live, pay-per-view and stuff after all the shit you've been saying. That's why sometimes it's best not to say much, and even if you get your ass knocked out, it's not that bad because you haven't really said all these things and then you haven't backed it up. So I just think that, did she deserve it? A little bit, yeah, because of her arrogance. I'm sure she's a nice lady. I'm sure she's a very humble person. But it was her arrogance. Like, it was her cockiness going into every interview, going into every press conference with her brash, decision of talking all this, reckless shit. Like, she's not Mike Tyson. She's not Floyd Mayweather. And I'm not trying to say that because they're boxers. I'm just saying because when Mike Tyson would talk shit, Mike Tyson would be up all in your face and stuff. Like, he would intimidate. He would kill you before even the fight even started. And then once the fight started, he would massacre you. Floyd Mayweather as well. Like, even though some people would say, yeah, he ran most of his career and stuff. Hey, if running makes you money, then it makes you money. And, he's been running very, very well. Nobody has been able to catch him. So, but Floyd has been talking a lot of shit. Nobody was able to knock him out. But, again, this is not a comparison to Floyd or anybody else. It's just to look back on her arrogance. So I really hope she comes back strong, and I really hope that she does, redeem herself, and she does put on a great match because I can't wait to see her next fight, honestly. To answer your second question, what do I think about Dragon Ball Super ending off this year? I really hope it doesn't end off this year because that'll be a huge letdown because it just started back in July, so it'll be a real disappointment if it just ended off. But that all depends on the developers. That all depends on the people that are behind Dragon Ball Super. If they decide to go on ahead and end it off, then there's nothing much we can do. There's nothing more we can do. But for me personally, I think that Dragon Ball Super has a way to go, which I really hope happens, and I do essentially hope they continue off of the God of Destruction tournament arc because that right there would signify awesomeness, and I really hope that they continue off of the Oob/Goku shit and they just move on from that because that'll completely uncanonize GT. But again, I just have like that, really eerie feeling that they're not going to go on ahead and move on from that. They're going to go on ahead and keep it to where Goku and Oob fought the final time, one last time, and I do think that's going to be the be-all, end-all, which kind of sucks because I really want to see more. I want to see what happens after that, but of course, like, I really hope that they rewrite that, if anything. Like, they rewrite Goku versus Oob, and they do it a little differently and stuff, because that'll really be like important to a lot of people, like, to see what happens next, especially with Goku being a god and stuff. But I don't think Dragon Ball is ending this year. No, to answer your question. To answer your third question, Until Dawn. I've always wanted to play that so bad because I watched like a lot of bigger YouTubers play it. It was like really cool to watch them play and stuff. So I do plan on playing it, absolutely. I just need to find the time to actually obtain the game and play it myself, and just see what it's all about. But absolutely, I mean, will I play Until Dawn? Hell yeah, that's one game that I've been wanting to get in 2015 for a while now. So to answer your fourth question, the new Resident Evil game, well, oh man, this is a good one. The new Resident Evil game, I don't know what to think of it because it's a lot like Operation Raccoon City, and it's just a very weird multiplayer, fucking fast sharpshooter type of game. And I'm not digging that too much just because it's all about fast, rapid-paced, sharpshooter-like gameplay, and it's just like that's not what Resident Evil was based on. Honestly, it wasn't based off of shooting and shit like that. It was just, it looks, eh. Am I gonna get it? Yeah, just because it's Resident Evil and I love Resident Evil. But am I gonna be satisfied? Probably not, to be honest with you. And to answer your final question, how long do I continue? How long do I plan on continuing Rainbow Six? For a long time, because that game is awesome. That game is just like it's addicting. Like if you see me play Rainbow Six before, like that game is just, I never thought it would be as good as it is, and it definitely is as good as I say it is. It's just amazing. So, but anyways, Brandon, thank you for the questions, and I really hope that you have a very awesome and very warm day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Dante West. Alex, what do you expect to see in The Conjuring 2? Do you think it will be as good as the first movie, or will it fall short of living up to the hype? Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Dante. The Conjuring 2. The Conjuring 2, I really, really hope delivers on many different levels, just because the first movie was so good, and I just feel as if The Conjuring 2 definitely sets itself up for something great. And I really hope that The Conjuring 2 like delivers in terms of like scare and in terms of like story and stuff. But with the new set pictures that were like released and stuff, like there was this one set picture that I saw. It was with like I believe it was with a girl. She was on the floor and stuff. Like what it reminded me of is it reminded me of the freaking Exorcist, and like the original Exorcist. And when I first saw that, I was like, holy shit! It was like a first look image and whatnot. Plot details have been released. I really forgot as of this point like what the plot line is. I do believe the movie brought in about $173 million, somewhere around there, $175 million. And that's pretty good because the movie went on a $20 million budget, so kudos to them, right? But the movie is entitled The Conjuring 2: The Enfield Poltergeist, and I do believe the story does revolve Ed and Lorraine Warren going to England to try to help out like this mom and stuff, like, and this girl or whatnot. Like from what I remember, the sequel was supposed to pick up with the husband and wife, Ed and Lorraine Warren just going to England, and well, I believe it's like somewhere in London to be exact. And like they're supposed to be helping out like this family and stuff because there's a haunting that has affected the family, and it's probably one of the most documented paranormal cases in the world right now, like legitimately. So it's one of the most frightening cases. It's one of the most intense cases that they've ever come across, they said, and they're trying to base it off that. And I forgot who the hell was directing the film. I forgot his name. I always keep forgetting his name. But he definitely plans on making this film a lot scarier than how the first one was. And the first one was so damn scary, so that's why I'm kind of like iffy. I'm like, can they really, execute this film to like the highest of degree? Like I do believe like the director's name is James Wan. Yeah, there we go. James Wan is the director. I completely forgot. So I believe in James Wan's vision because James Wan, like, he was always one to direct amazing movies. He always had, I would say, like a great vision at what he wanted to, create and direct and whatnot. So The Conjuring 2, in terms of like, will it be better than the first movie? I do think so, just because they're trying to tell this story based off of like this real documented event. And I do think that, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to top off the first one, but I do believe in James Wan's vision, and I do believe in his directing skills. So therefore, I do think that, yes, the movie will be better. Will it be scarier? That's hard. I don't know. That one I don't know, because the first one, you had the clapping, you had the closet, you had the little girls that were pretty much involved in the film, and they were, telling their points of views on certain things and stuff. You had so many things that just going on at once that I doubt, I don't know, I'm saying to myself right now, I doubt that they're going to execute it as well in this film. But needless to say, guys, June 10th, 2016 is when the movie's supposed to hit theaters, and I'm definitely going to go see it because I cannot wait to see what they're going to do next. For me personally, I am very excited about the film because the film is going to be amazing, like, alongside Captain America and, you know, Star Wars Rogue One and Batman vs. Superman, all that other good stuff. So The Conjuring 2, I am looking forward to a lot, actually. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the question. I hope you have a very awesome day, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from the Grey Wolf. Hey, Alex, I'm new to your channel, but I wanted to know your thoughts on One Punch Man. Thanks. Well, thank you so much. To answer your question, One Punch Man, Jesus. All of the DBZ fans, Naruto fans, everyone's going to be clashing on this one. It always boils down to Saitama versus Goku, Saitama versus anyone for that matter, because he is ruled out to be the strongest anime character ever within the entirety of anime. So, but just based off of, you know, how he's written and stuff. So, damn. I mean, One Punch Man is very exciting. It's very fun to watch, and it's very entertaining in its own right. So I would have to say that One Punch Man is definitely entertaining due to, like, how it's presented and due to, like, everything that's happening thus far with, like, the show and whatnot. But in terms of, like, overall quality, the show is, like, it's just the way it's animated, it's very good. Like, everything is really good about, you know, One Punch Man, except the fact that I believe there is no true, and this is just my opinion, guys, there is no true character development behind, you know, Saitama. Like, he doesn't, I don't know, like, there's something about him. Like, I just wish that he had more emphasis behind his character. Like, I really wish that there was something more to him, instead of just him having always having that blank look on his face and stuff. Like, emit more emotions is what I'm trying to say. Like, I really wish, like, he gave off more vibe and more emotions and stuff. Saitama is a very interesting character just based off of how he's written. When he fought Boros, that was intense. I mean, after watching that, they were, like, destroying planets and stuff. It was pretty intense. Again, it reminded me of Goku and Beerus, except, you know, not as destructive, because Goku and Beerus were, like, gonna wreck, like, everything. So, for me personally, I will say that One Punch Man is very entertaining. I would have to say One Punch Man is very enjoyable and very good at what it does. So I would have to say One Punch Man is a very good anime that I am enjoying personally, and I just can't wait to see what they're gonna do next, because of course, with, you know, the show rolling on in and just, you know, developing new things and just trying out new things, I just really hope that One Punch Man continues to execute very well throughout its course, because if not, it'll just flop. So that's just my opinion on that. But thank you for the question, and I really hope you have an awesome day, Mr. Wolf. And once again, guys, thank you all for watching this week's edition of Fan Mail of the Week Q&A, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I am cold as fuck. If you guys want to go on ahead and leave me some comments or some questions, comment them down below, guys, and let me know. If you guys made a video format fan mail, also send it to me. Send me the link, and I'll feature it in next week's fan mail, of course. So once again, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys enjoyed the episode, smash that like button. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. That way you guys don't miss out a single episode. If you guys want to as well, help share the video. It really helps the channel out a lot. And you know, just thank you all for watching again, guys. I really hope you guys enjoy your week, and I will be seeing each and every single one of you guys in next week's episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace.